up, Colliders? Welcome back to part 2. Ms Diva Talks.
What's up, y'all?
I'm the kid JW. Back with part 2 of your 3 allegedly true gym horror stories. Say it again. Yeah.
I'm not giving you another hand clap.
So
Let's get into the video.
let's go ahead and get into it right now.
This all started when I moved into our new house and started up a new gym membership. I'm 5'3" and I look pretty young for my age.
This bothers me already. So if you have a house, why do you need a gym membership? Just get treadmills and weights in your house.
Not everybody can just run out to the nearest sporting goods store and get a treadmill or a weight set.
For one, weight sets don't cost that much. They only cost like $50.
Not everybody has it like that.
But you can spend $100 or something for LA Fitness?
The pictures I just used for context.
Well, I'm going to say it's LA Fitness.
The picture is just literally used.
I know, but it bothered me. That's why I canceled my LA
That
Fitness.
bothered you?
Yes, that's why I canceled my LA Fitness to go to Planet Fitness.
What the hell?
I wasn't paying $100 and some odd bucks a year for me to half-ass go. I'd rather pay $20 a month to go half-ass go. I can justify that, okay? I can justify that better.
But anyways, so one night at the gym, I saw this weird guy staring at me and sort of followed me around. Honestly, he looked crazy and he looked like a shell-shocked soldier. He was very socially awkward, quiet, but he looked like a smart person for some reason. He had a huge build. He was big, probably about 6'4", and he looked like a bodybuilder. So then he eventually passed by the machine I was on and he looked directly at me, almost like he was reading me. It was like a deer in headlights. My gut just told me that I was in trouble. So eventually I get up and I head for the lockers. And no surprise, he headed for the men's locker room, which was right next door. I made myself literally sit in that locker room for about 20 minutes to make sure that he would not leave the same time as I did. So I peer out of the locker room.
So doing something like that is really hard to do at a time that's right. It's hard to go into because obviously this is obviously a woman.
Obviously.
You can't. It's hard to sit in the locker room and try to time it so the other person doesn't come out there. The men's locker. It's hard. You can't time that right.
I've never tried to do something like that, so I don't.
I'm a people. Okay, that's gonna sound horrible when I say this. I'm not a creep. But I've been in situations where I try to avoid somebody. I'm like, I'll just stay in the bathroom I'll just stay in the stall until they leave the bathroom. But trying to stay and hide, your timing has to be correct. Because if you just leave like, oh, hey. So yeah, that's what I said. It's wild.
And I don't see him. So I start heading out to the exit. And out of nowhere, this guy literally pops out of nowhere and heads out behind me. At this point, I'm now accepting that challenge. Fight or flight kicked in and I was ready to fight. I slow down and I stare at him with the most serious deadlock stare I can muster up. He walks to his car and I walk to mine. We were staring at each other the entire time. I stand there in front of my car and I stare as he gets into his car. He then lowers his head and gives me the most bone-chilling, evil-eyed stare anyone could ever give. It kind of made me chuckle. I waited for him to drive off. So then I figured I lost him and I started driving home. I live in a very small town with neighborhoods with dead-end cul-de-sacs. So right before I turn into my neighborhood, this SUV rides up behind me, on my tail aggressively. I know that man followed me after that, but I have no idea how he did because he was very stealthy. I'm pretty sure this guy is ex-military or something, just by his demeanor. He looked about 36 years old. He had an SUV and just everything screamed ex-military. So anyways, about 3 days go by and my husband leaves for work. An hour or so goes by and I'm upstairs in the bed and I hear my front door open. Someone just walked into my house. My heart stopped. I had no idea who it was. So I creep out of my room and I see all 3 of my kids are fast asleep. I walk over to one of their rooms and I look out of the window to the street. Then my heart dropped. A van was parked directly in front of my house that I didn't recognize. It was an old unmarked van that was parked at a very unusual diagonal angle and it was running. The lights were on. So I started stumping and screaming and making noise. And I waved and I started flickering the lights in my house. I was trying to threaten them and get the attention of the person outside. So the van races off and it leaves whoever in my house. Then all of a sudden, I see this man emerge from under the window with his face completely covered in a clown mask. He was running away from my house. But get this, he had that same build as the guy from the gym. It's just unmistakable. He's huge and I don't really see people like that around here. At first I thought it was a random robbery, but the guy dropped multiple pictures of me leaving the gym and going home. My husband saw that van apparently once after that, and it was 3 weeks later and it sped off when he walked outside. My brother-in-law, a couple weeks after that, came to visit and had to park around the corner. He told me he saw a guy walking by the house and he looked very suspicious. When I asked the description, he gave me the same description as that one guy that I saw at the gym and the one who ran away from the house. Honestly, I'm creeped out and I really don't know what's going on and why this is happening to me.
Thank you so very much for re-verifying why I don't go to the gym by myself. If I can't go with somebody, I don't go. Thank you so very much. So now I don't even feel bad. Because I'd be like, oh, I need to make time to go to the gym. Nope.
The whole time I'm black, it's like, yeah, let's go. I got the membership. I got the premium membership. We can go.
And then what do?
I work out, nigga.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
The hell? The lies.
Lift my weights, do my core.
At home.
I go to the gym.
When?
You know, like around 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
What? The day.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't hear you. I go usually, well, once there ain't no TV shows no more. I got time now. Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, let us know what you think about this video on part 2. Links in the description. It's going to be in the description below, where you can check out Nightmare Files. You can check out me and Ms Diva Talks on personal YouTube channels as well. And yeah, we'll see y'all again for part 3.
Again, I could have sworn this was my job.
You got anything else you want to add?
No, you did my job.
Later, y'all.
Bye, y'all.